Video will be going over the exact steps on what to do as a beginner. I mean, like, clear as day steps on what to do as a beginner and actually reach profitability. Like, this is gonna be smooth. So anyways, first things first, I guess I'll go over my credentials, right? Why even listen to this guy? Besides my accolades, if you've been following me over the years, right, I just get better and better. I made 9,000 this week shorting gold. When everybody was probably jumping in, FOMOing in, right? It was a clear top signal for metals this week. But other than what I'm capable of, because it's really, I rather see what you could, how is it duplicatable? I have, I guess, my two best testimonies, right? I have a student who's turned 4 figures into 6 figures within 3 months, right? And I actually have his testimonial on my on this YouTube, and that was like before. I think that was before. I think that was before he hit his 6 figures. But you can listen to that testimonial. I mean, he breaks down, he breaks it down of what it is like working with me. And then also on top of that, my cherry on top is I'm literally teaching somebody right now who has been trading for 25 years. And this is we're on like lesson, I guess we just finished our 4th lesson. And this week was a huge help to him because he was in oil. He was positioned in an oil stock. He was positioned in a silver stock. And I was telling him that the silver top was going to come. I told him when the top was going to come, at what price, at 120 price. And then you see price did that. So he was able to take advantage. And he's pretty excited to actually really start applying the stuff with the capital that he has. Hedge fund manager, by the way. He's a hedge fund manager. 25 years in the game, right? I've only really been doing this for 3 years. So anyways, that being said, let's get right into the point. So you're going to start off trading with prop firms. Okay? You're going to start off trading with prop firms. All right? If you cannot trade with a prop account, then you cannot trade. Well, I don't want to say you can't trade, but you're never going to be a professional. You're never going to get to the 6 figures, right? That's where everybody wants to go, right? You need at least 6 figures to really, be able to make 6 figures a year to really sustain yourself, especially in this society that we're in now. Living in America, I don't know if, depends on where you're from, I guess, right? You probably don't need 6 figures in a lot of places, but I'm making a video. I'll be downstairs. So, yeah. Anyways, prop firms, right? Prop firms are designed to make you very disciplined, very extremely disciplined. The worst place you can get into starting out trading. I don't know why these things are, or how these things are still around, but meme coins, worst place you can get started in. You'll never be a professional trader getting into meme coins. I don't care if you make 6 figures doing it, right? I'm making a video. Okay, when I'm done with the video. I don't care if you make 6 figures doing it. You can't apply it to any other market. You can't go in and trade gold. You can't go in and trade the S&P 500, whatever may have you, right? You're just a professional gambler, really, right? That's what I would... People that actually make it in meme coins, they're professional gamblers, and they can lose that money the same way they made that money. I've seen it firsthand. And not from me, from a student who didn't listen, all right? So anyways, yeah, just not a real market. I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't be rocket science, right? I do want to touch on this a little bit because a lot of people start off in these meme coins. Why? Because influencers and their friends or whatever may have you. It's just ridiculous the content that's out there with these coins. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And man. So anyways, prop firms are going to keep you very professional, right? You can only lose 6% of your account, depending on the firm, anywhere from, I guess, 6 to 10% of the account before it's no longer yours, right? That's number one. So you have to learn risk management. You actually have to risk 1% at a time. You actually have to risk 0.25% at a time, 0.5% at a time, right? And don't get me wrong, on personal funds, my risk is a little higher, but it's also, I also don't have access to 200,000 like I do now, right? I'm trading with $200,000, right? On prop accounts, right? I get my payouts, blase blue. We'll get into that in a little bit. I guess we might as well segue. So I'm going to show you guys the best firm. This is for beginners, strictly for beginners. This is not the best prop firm, blase blue, bleezy blah. Strictly for beginners. Now, why is this the best prop firm? I'm going to share my screen now. Why is this the best prop firm? Because you can get started. Where do we have this here? For $5. For $5, you can get started. And you can go, I believe it's on, yep, it's with any of these accounts still. Wow, I still got this going on. Oh, wow, for 50K, it's $1. Holy moly. All right. So the lowest I would recommend you to go is 50,000, right? Because 50,000, you can, well, there's a couple of reasons. With 50,000, you'll have enough to where you can actually put on some real size, where it's really you're really gonna make life-changing money, right? You're really gonna be able to outpace that 9 to 5, right? You're gonna be able to do that with a 50,000. Now, after you pass, then you pay that $329, right? As you can see on the screen. Now, $329 is not really breaking the bank, right? If you save up $100 a month, $100 a week, $100 bi-weekly, it's not gonna break the bank, right? So at least 50,000. Now, really, that juice, that butter, is gonna be that 100,000, right? You have $6,000 that you can, that you have until you lose the account, right? If you blow $6,000, you got a problem. All right. You got a problem with your strategy. You got a problem with what you're doing, whatever may have you. So anyways, a couple other things with this firm. Now, let me see, this allows scalping. Okay, they up it a little bit. A decent amount, but you have, you can't hold the trade for less than 3 minutes, right? So this is, again, going to, really help you become, I guess, more confident in your setups, really. As somebody, I didn't realize how fast I made money until I got this account, until I became funded. So when you're on the challenge phase, you don't even have that rule. So you could just get money how you get money. But once it's funded, you only have, you have to hold 3 minutes in every single trade, right? Now, I didn't realize how much money I was made, like how quickly I made money until that rule applied. And I'm like, oh, whoa, I got to still hold on to this for a little bit. So, Yeah, so the real reason why I recommend this one is simply because it's $5 for $100,000. You're not going to find that in any other prop firm. Okay? It's $5 for 100,000. You're not gonna find that in any other prop firm. You're gonna pay that $500 up front, and then if you blow the account, you've blown the money. Now this right here, you're gonna put $5 in for 100,000. If you pass it, then you pay the 500, and then it's yours. After you've already proven to yourself you can pass this challenge, right? So that's that on why this is the best prop firm. Now I'm going to get into a couple of tools to YouTube. All right. So there's two ways to go about your learning. It's going to be the free way, right? Which I'm about to put you on to exactly what you should learn. And you could go and put this on any chart, even if it's meme coins, and you'll find that it's valid. Right? So the first one is going to be fair value gaps. Go and look up fair value gaps. All right? The next thing is going to be optimal trade entry, OTE. Right? This deals with Fibonacci levels, fib levels. All right? OTE, fair value gaps. I think that's pretty much it, actually. It's pretty much it. I do have some free stuff on my other YouTube channel. Maybe I'll drop the link. Right? Yeah. So, you can always just reach out to me on my socials or something to get that information if I don't post it, because I just don't feel like I don't want to give too much. I don't want to make it too easy, because trading is it's all about self-development. And so, you got a long way to go regardless, so to say, right? Mastery of self. It's not something you do in one day, right? And that's literally it. Fair value gaps and OTE. Your OTE is going to teach you how to buy low and sell high, right? It's going to give you those premium and discount levels. Discount is getting in low. Premium is selling high, right? Or sometimes that premium might act as a support as well if it's a bull market. I'm kind of saying a little bit too much, so I'm going to just stop right there, right? Because, other than that, so going in there, another little nug I guess I'll share is, now this is going to take you a long time. So me personally, I'll share my journey. I just went my first year and actually really trying to learn how to do this. First year, lost money. Second year, got a bunch of mentors. And, turned me a profit. So, Inner Circle Trader. ICT. That 2022 mentorship is pretty much, all you need, right? That 2022 mentorship, it's not even here, but you can definitely look it up. It was just, and don't go down a rabbit hole. I mean, boom, there you go. ICT 2022 mentorship, right? No, I've never watched this. I just paid a bunch of people to tell me the same thing over and over again. So it really stuck in my head, right? Fair value gaps and OTE, right? And, looking up, you can go down a rabbit hole of different ICT concepts, whatever may have you, but that's, again, a rabbit hole. So the two paths, right, is a free game, right? You're going to trial and error, right? The other way is getting a mentor, right? Now, I already stated I do not, I don't do long-term mentorships anymore. What I could do is you can get access to the newsletter, which I'll also be done doing by April. So depending on, you know, the time that you're watching this, it might be expired. Or honestly, and honestly, I'm kind of getting in a network of I can see the network kind of pouring into more hedge fund managers. So, I mean, if they're giving me for the right price, you know, if it's $1,000, $500 a month, I might just keep doing those newsletters, right? Right? Why not? But definitely won't be available to the public. If you're not paying like $500 a month, you're not getting it. But anyways, so I will do one lesson, plus the newsletter. You're sanctioned in there, and basically just going over the nitty gritty, right? We'll touch on fair value gaps. We'll touch on OTE, and we'll touch on something else that I guess I won't mention in this video. But yeah, the free game is definitely out there. Fair value gaps and OTE. That's really all you need, guaranteed. But you know, the nooks and crannies of how to use them and stuff like that. That's where you're gonna go down that rabbit hole, right? That's where you're gonna go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, I don't want to make this longer than it needs to be. I think I pretty much just outlined it for you guys. Any questions, just reach out to me on Enlightened Capital on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. That's all.